Good morning, everyone. Welcome to White River Temple. Today is our Itaikyo service. It's a perpetual memorial service that we observe and pay tribute to our predecessors. So we'll have some extra things on our service from our usual, what we call family services. So first we will start with a chanting Sambujo you'll find on page 22 of your service book. This beautiful purple thing. And we're having a different chant afterwards called Amida Kyo. It's on starts on page 53.
Can I ask that everyone please put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation as we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Andaps. Namo Andaps. Namo Andaps. Namo. In the presence of Amida Tathagata, the embodiment of great wisdom and compassion, we at the White River Buddhist Temple have gathered to observe the A Taikyo Perpetual Memorial Service in remembrance of our deceased loved ones. And reflecting on the ephemeral nature of life, like lightning and morning dew, we see that in our attachment to things and self-love, we are born alone, we die alone, and in the comings and goings of everyday life, we are essentially alone. Encountering the impermanence of life, we are made to see self-delusion and contrasting light of truth that sustain us through Namo Amida Butsu. Please put your hands together in Gassho as we say Namo Amida Butsu once more. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Yo 書庫式用庫釈式釈庫白式白庫微妙高血車利本小倉国土上重尿税空毒称号武者利本非部国上調査天学保護日時昼夜6時に不満だらけ広告主上上位商単各家国上宗明家供養他法十万の区分即位時期時現東本国本地企業シャリホ小倉国土上重尿税空の称号物資シャリホ非国上集中奇妙雑式市長白国弱オウムシャリ過料便が愚名市長税商首長昼夜6時水和下音5年長合婚合力七母大分八小道分両税東方合同修上本税音に開始年分年法年祖シャリ本用門に市長人税裁法少々所位者が未部国土無産幕州シャリ本五部国土上右三幕の神妙画教宇税商首長改税阿弥陀仏玉量本線ル変化少佐シャリ本非部国土利不水道小法五十九法ラモ水未明音非尿百戦十学同時草凡税音茶開示年上年仏年法年相死死シャリ本五部国土上重尿税空毒称号 Please turn to page 60 to finish with the number 2 and echo. Can I have us all once more please put our hands together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation? As we say once more, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Nops. Namo Nops. Namo Nops.
Being that this is a special service, we will have Oshoku, or offerings by various temple organizations. First is the Adult Buddhist Association. Next is the Buddhist Women's Association. And then the Temple Board of Trustees. Now, if you will, I believe we stand up for this, don't we? Yes, please stand and we will read the three treasures on page 3. Those of you who are able, those who do not wish to stand or not able, please go ahead and sit. The three treasures. Fortunate it is to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we seek it? Shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we're able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Join me. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. And I see our little canine friend did his Namo Amida Butsu too. So, we have a special treat today. We have a presentation by the Shirakawa Strummers. It's called Living Gratefully. Just enjoy the presentation. Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. Very lovely song and good words to take to heart. Now we will have a Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask everyone to please put your hands together in Gassho or bow your head in contemplation as I read these words from the Amida Sutra. Niji bugo choro shari hon juze saiho gajuman no kobundo useka myowa ungokuraku godo ubun. Go Amida. Kongenzai seppo. No, oh, come in. Let me do the English. Hold on. The Buddha then said to Sariputra, the elder, beyond 100,000 kotis of Buddha lands westward from here, there is a land called perfect bliss. In that land, there is a Buddha called Amida who is expounding the Dharma at this moment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Namo. Well, hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well this week. I hope everyone's ready for their respective feasts this coming week. I don't blame you if you can't come in next Sunday because you're still getting over what do they call it? Turkey. Food coma. Yeah, well, food coma from mainly the turkey apparently. So today we have gathered here today for our Eitaikyo service, as well as what we also call our Muen Hoyo service. Muen just basically means those people who no longer have living relatives or ties to people living, but have had connections to this temple, right? Those people who have passed who no longer have connections with this temple. And this is an important service for us, because we remember every single person who has been a part of this temple's history in allowing this temple to be here today. Their names are written down on these scrolls. I apologize. Try not to take pictures of it because it has people's information on it. But right, these are all the members who have passed, who have been a part of this temple. And today is the day that we remember all of those people who have passed, who have made where we are today, where we're able to congregate today, where we are able to listen to the sutras, listen to the Dharma every day. They have made this possible. And thus, today is the service to remember all of those who have gone on before. And so today, trying to keep to my, I guess you could say, promise to try to talk about the Amida Sutra, the Amida Kyo, the Busatsu Amida Kyo, the sutra that we chanted today during our memorial services. And so today, though last time I just talked about the very first line, Yoze Gamon, thus I have heard, I did skip over where the sutra is supposed to have been talked about, who is there, etc., because this is an important sutra in which it talks about Amida Buddha. Not saying it's not important who was there, the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, the other Devas, as well as the many disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha. But it is important to talk about this Pure Land that we keep saying that those who have passed go to after they have passed from this world. Right? And so the point that I took is after what we like to call the roll call of saying who is there. And it says in English, the Buddha then said to Sariputra, the elder, one of Shakyamuni Buddha's many disciples, beyond 100 kotis is a form of measurement. Apparently, it is equivalent to 100,000, 10 million, or 100 million. A Buddha lands westwards from here. There is a land called Perfect Bliss. In that land, there is a Buddha called Amida who is expounding the Dharma at this moment. So in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, or a form of Buddhism, we believe that upon our passing in this world, we are immediately born in this land called perfect bliss. And that is where this Buddha called Amida is expounding the Dharma at this very moment. At this very moment. That is what we believe in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. It is there that upon hearing that Dharma, in that one instant, upon being born and hearing Amida Buddha's voice, they immediately become Buddhas, and then immediately return to this land where they guide every single person to enlightenment. That is important, especially during our Eitaikyo service. It is especially important because they have come back. Every single time we come here today, they come back. They come back. Not only as this form of this temple, as the names that we remember on these scrolls, they come back also as the hearing and saying of the name Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite life, the Buddha of infinite wisdom and compassion. They come back. And I know I've said this before too. They come back and they check in to see how the temple is doing, how every single member is doing. The utterance of Namo Amida Butsu allows them to come back and see everyone here today and say together with us, Namo Amida Butsu. Though, according to the Amida Sutra, Amida Buddha, is that north? Is that north and south? So west, so good thing I'm pointing in this direction. West, 100,000, 10 million of 100 million Buddha lands to the west. There is a land called Perfect Bliss. But at the same time, they're over there. They're immediately also over here, which is, right? Which is a quality of a Buddha. Which is a quality of Buddha. Thus, today, we remember everybody's names who are on this list, who has been a part of this temple, of this community, of this Dharma teaching, of this transmission of Namo Amida Butsu. Because if it weren't for them and their continued guidance, we would not be able to be here today. Thus, though today is also a very somber occasion, remembering those who have passed, it is also a happy occasion to be reacquainted with those who have passed on. So, today, if we could ask everyone to, while we're going to say Nam Myoho Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha in a little moment, to think about all of those who have passed, who have allowed, who enabled us to be here today, our connections that brought us here to the temple, the connections that continue to keep us here at this temple, and the connections that will continue to keep people in the future to come here just as we do today. So if we could please think about these people as we say together, Nam Myoho Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. Oh, and I forgot to say, thank you everyone for participating in the chanting of Amida Kyo today. I know it was hard, I know it was long, I know there's not necessarily a beat either, so it's really hard for me to be up here, but I heard people out there, and so it very much encouraged me to get on through Amida Kyo. So thank you all very much for going through the chanting of Amida Kyo, and hopefully you look forward to doing it maybe a little bit faster next year. I don't know. Not too fast, of course.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma message. Those of you who are able, will you please rise, and we will sing the Gatha, our song, Om Tuk San 2. You'll find it on page 153 of the Purple Service Book. And please remain standing when we recite the following Gatha. Thank you. Please turn to page 8 of your service book, and we will read together the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured, and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively, understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection. I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. I don't know if we'll learn how to recite that any faster to go along with the Super Amida Kyo one day. But we may. So first of all, I'd like to welcome guests. Kun Lee, we've been told, is here. Welcome. Yes, there he is, way in the corner there. He's been here before, but we're glad to have him back again. Thank you for attending. And now we'll have announcements. Since I'm here, I'll take first crack. The Women's Buddhist Association will have their fall meeting in the back of the the chapel after service. We have some treats. We have our door prizes, so please, members, please attend and we get our business done today. Thank you. Any other announcements? Ah. Sure. All right, I guess that is the end of announcements. So we will close the service with our closing words you'll find at the bottom of the program. Please recite along with me. Thank you. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Amidabutsu, Namo Amidabutsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you for attending. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, however way you wish to celebrate it, and we'll see you the next time.